Okay, so you asked where were the names that he called me? They're right there in the comments, sweetie. He literally called me delusional because I am 1/8 Dominican, and he claimed that I was trying to be Dominican, even though I'm not. My last name on my paternal side is Ramirez. And I know you tried to claim that my name was Joseph. Yes, it is. My, I have different last names on my father's side. I know somehow you guys who are so black, you guys don't actually even know Joseph is a Creole name, which is really weird. I mean, like anyone can actually know where Joseph comes from. It's actually a Creole name. But either way, I'm not trying to be anything out here. I don't try to say that my family is Cajun, Creole, Dominican, or Black and Native American up the Walker side, okay? I don't say any of that. If someone asks me why my name is Ramirez, I say it's from the Dominican side. I changed my last name to the paternal side because, well, most people have their last names on the paternal side, not the maternal side. And my father has his mother's maternal name. I've said this over and over again. Um, the fact that you guys keep trying to call me names, call me crazy, call me delusional, because I am actually dealing with reality on the fact that um, you're trying to claim that someone who doesn't even look as black as Stephen Curry, or doesn't even look like someone who's a quarter black, is black looking. That's what I'm trying to point out here. You know, some people say it's delusional for Barack Obama to be seen as a black man compared to Shaquille O'Neal. And I have my qualms about that, yes. But what you guys are basically saying is like, that guy is so not black looking. I'm sorry. And I'm going to show, like I said, I'm going to show something that I always show. And it'll show basically what he racially looks like. So, I mean, like, trying to be mad at me because I'm just saying the truth here is silly. Secondarily, did he call me names? Well, you see the names he was calling me. And the thing is here, what I want to just address is this. If you are so scared of therapy, you'll never know if you're well. Understand that. If you can't talk to anyone, you know you're crazy, okay? So you stigmatizing and trying to act like, oh, therapy's a bad thing and that's for crazy people. Hey, if you go to a therapist and they prescribe you more appointments, if they prescribe you medication, you're crazy. But if you didn't go there to begin with, then no one knows if you're crazy or not. Most likely you're crazy because you're scared of therapy. So I will say that for you, and I will say that for Angel Ramirez. Personally, for me, I've talked about this several times. I used to go to therapy for my father's death, and they never prescribed me more therapy. They never prescribed me medication. So I'm just saying. You guys, on the other hand, try so hard to act like just because you act ghetto, that that's the normal mentality to act like. I'm sorry, you are abnormal. That's why most people don't act like you. It's just what it is, you know? And the thing is, for me, it's like this. If I was white, you wouldn't be complaining about me. The only reason you complain about me is because you come from a hood and you think all black people need to act like you. We all need to talk like you. We all need to basically be low and base. That's why you often try to claim Angel Ramirez, because the way he talks and the way his dialect is, you think he's black. You guys will almost accept somebody who is white looking as long as they talk like you. What's wrong with you? Don't you realize race does not define your dialect? Like, do you recognize that? No, you don't, do you? So, yeah, no. If anyone is delusional, it's you. Seriously, thinking somebody who looks Italian looks like someone from Ghana. What's wrong with you? Seriously. And then at the same time, you want to claim Barack Obama isn't black when this guy looks. Barack Obama looks 5 times or maybe even 10 times more black than he does. Sorry. You can keep on talking about DNA, but you don't even know if that's really his DNA results. So, I mean, like, you either are gullible, you're delusional because you want Angel Ramirez to look at like you want to delude yourself into thinking that black people look like that, and you want to act like you look like that man. That's why you want to claim him so bad. So, I mean, like, that's my perspective on it. I think, if anything, you're crazy. But that's just on the fact that you're uncomfortable with your race, one. And then, secondarily, like I said, if you are scared of therapy, it implies that you do have a mental illness. If the doctor checks you and you don't have a mental illness, then you would be well, just like any other issue. But you're scared because you're crazy. But back to what I was saying was on the whole level of colorism, of course, obviously, he did the same thing on trying to be like, oh, you're not accepting me as black. Therefore, I'm going to be like, oh, you only have 1/8 Dominican in you. As I pointed here, he kept saying that I was delusional because I said I was 1/8 Dominican, which is just weird because I was explaining why my last name is Ramirez. Just like I would explain why my name is Joseph, or why I would explain my name is Walker. So, to me, it's just like, you should probably actually, not. If you want to act like, trying to get to the widest thing is the good thing or something of that nature, then actually, do that on your own personal time. But don't go to black spaces and then try to act like, oh, I'm lighter than you. Oh, I have more white in me. Oh, I have this. Oh, I have that. And laughing at the fact that someone has 1/8 Dominican in them as if they're trying to claim they're Dominican. I don't claim that like that. I just say that's why my name is Ramirez. But you took the opportunity to try to race shame somebody and be colorist. And that shows that he's basically a colorist. He thinks that his phenotype and his ethnic background are better. Also, one other thing about the whole fact of he thinks that he should be the preference, it's because if you look at everything that he was saying, he was upset that I didn't, that I was a divester and a swirler. Because I still, after all the insults that he has said, I never insulted him. I have yet to call him a name, period. And that's what I mean about bullies like him. You say you like black women, you say you want to empower black women, but you attack them when they don't want you. Because you think that you should be preferred. And like I said, you can see that part of it does have to do with how he feels about himself ethnically, but the other part has to do with how he hates divestors and swirlers, just in general. And like I said before, people like him don't appreciate swirlers and divestors because when you open the gates for black people, he's not the only one who doesn't look black. Excuse me. He's got to compete basically with a whole bunch of Jose's that look just like him. He's got to compete with a whole bunch of white people. So that's why, he wants to basically, not compete with that. He doesn't want to have to deal with all the other men who look like him and look so much better than him. So that's why I feel a lot of people are pro-black love that are of his phenotype. They want to be preferred, and they feel like when they open the gates, they can't compete. And that's what that is all about. It's not about keeping the black race, because he can't even have black children. He's basically just trying to go in his best interest, which is not anything that's really wrong for him. I mean, people go in their best of interest. But the thing is, reacting so negatively and angry and immaturely because I don't think he looks black, and pointing out the fact that he used the fact that he didn't look black on someone who was divested to try and act like that meant that they were okay with black men when he doesn't look like a black man. He looks like a carbon copy of the men that she dates that are Hispanic. So that's what this is. I'm talking with a lot of logic here, and you guys are trying to be like, oh, green is really the color black. And I am saying that obviously green is not the color black, basically, and therefore green is never going to be treated like black. So this is just reality. I guess you guys are mad because I'm not going to play dumb with you, but that's not going to change anything. I'm still going to say what I say, and you guys can keep on calling me names, but that's not going to change the facts of what I just brought up. He doesn't look black. He's not going to be treated like a black person. So then when he tries to expose someone for treating him like he's not black, well, it makes sense because he doesn't look black. Nobody treats him like he's black in his regular life. He knows this. I'm pretty sure most people know this, but a lot of black people like to be delusional and claim the people who look nothing like them. And it doesn't matter what his DNA is. It matters what he actually looks like because you get treated in society by how you look, not what your genetics are. I'm done.